Blog Talk Radio.
We are live at Blog Talk Radio. I am the queen of collaboration, and you are tuned in to Monday Morning Motivation Half Hour of Power.
Yeah. We're walking in purpose, walking with Angela. Walking with purpose. We got talent from the Lord, and we here to show the world the talent that we have is here to change your world. We're walking in purpose, yeah. We're walking in purpose, yeah. We're walking with Angela. Walking with purpose. Showing the world all that we have. Just God gave it to us, and we don't want to bury it. So we are here to show the world we're walking in purpose, yeah. We're walking in purpose, yeah. Walking with Angela to show the world.
That's me.
Gonna show the world what we have. Gonna show the world what we have. We're walking in purpose. What did God say to you? You got to show the world. Don't you bury your talent. Give it to God. We're walking in purpose to change the world. 'Cause God's been good to us. We want to give Him praise.
Hey, good morning. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Monday Morning Motivation, your half hour power with the queen. Of course, I am the queen of collaboration across these social media streets. Y'all, I am excited. I'm excited like always to be here. Y'all, it is the last Monday of May. Y'all, we are yet pressing on. We're getting ready to go on into June. So I'm excited. I have a amazing guest that stopped by today to share with us. But, y'all, let me go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way. Y'all, I want y'all to share this in your circle of influence. If you are live this morning with me, if you're on Instagram, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, or if you're tuned in on Blog Talk Radio, y'all, share this with somebody, because I promise you somebody's going to be blessed by something that is shared on this broadcast today. And even if you're hearing the replay, know that it's not by coincidence that you are tuned in to this show on today. I tell you, I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in happenstance. I believe that everything is ordained by the one that created us. So it's not by chance that you are here this morning. I'm excited like always. Y'all, we're closing out another month. So much has happened. I told you, May was the month. May would be the month of possibility. This would be the month that if you believe and trust the process, some things were going to open up in your life. Some things were going to happen. Some things were going to manifest. Some things that you were believing God for was going to manifest. Even if, everything didn't happen. There are some little things that happen for you, some little wins. We got to learn how to celebrate the little wins, the little things that can add up to the big wins. So celebrate those little wins. It may not be much, and it may not seem like a big thing to you or someone else, but it's a big win. In the book, it's a big win. So, y'all, I'm excited. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Monday Morning Motivation. I tell you, I get excited every time I get to come on any of these platforms to share and to give what God has given me, what he's placed on the inside of me. I tell you, Genesis 2:7 says he breathed that breath of life into us, that breath of life. So when I'm reminded, when he breathed that breath of life into us, that means that a part of him is on the inside of us. So everything that we need is already in us. It's up to us to catch up with our destiny. It's up to us to walk into that. So y'all, be the change that you desire to see. So many of us have gifts and talents, and we are sitting down on those gifts and talents. God has called some of us to write in magazines. He's called some of us to write books. He's called some of us to be podcasters, radio show hosts, TV show hosts. He's called us all to do something that will build up this kingdom as a whole, and we're supposed to be doing it together, not individually. He didn't place us here to be by ourselves and to be solo. I hear people oftentimes talking about moving in silence and moving in this and staying to themselves. Well, keep on moving in silence. If you place yourself around some people that are really rooting for you, some positive people, some people that really care, some people that are concerned, you won't have to move in silence, because you will be able to support each other. You'll be able to educate each other, empower each other, and encourage each other. I tell you, I'm grateful for my circle. I have to give a shout-out to all those that are connected to anything that I do that really, truly pull on me in the right way. They push me. They encourage me. They inspire me. Some of them tell me that I inspire them, I encourage them, I uplift them. But lo and behold, they do the same thing for me. We do it for each other, and that's what it's all about, y'all. That's what it's all about. But, y'all, I'm going to move out the way because, y'all, I have a special guest on. Y'all know for the last year or so, I've really been pouring some of my time into working with the prison ministry and trying to help with all of this injustice that is taking place. I have to give a shout-out to Chinchilla, Pamela Liggins, and Shaneria Osborne, because of those three ladies. Being around them and being in their midst, they've made me want to, dig deep into this and to be a part of this. And then I had the opportunity to meet two amazing individuals that are wrongfully and overly incarcerated right now in the state of Texas. I've had the opportunity to get to know them, to get to know their cases, and to kind of try to figure out, how can we set right these wrongs that the state of Texas have done to these people, these individuals. So, y'all, I'm excited because over the last week or so, there has been information that has been passed down, and they are getting ready to impeach the Attorney General in the state of Texas. And if y'all have been following anything that I do, y'all know that we've been talking about different things that have been happening in Texas, and we've been talking about how they've been rubber stamping indictments and how corruption has just been off the chain down there, and how can you Google corruption and corruption pop up and nobody is doing nothing about it. So I'm excited that somebody is removing this man from office, and hopefully with the removal of this man from office that a lot of light will be brought to these things that have been done in the darkness. So today, y'all, I have an amazing man that is on here. He is currently in prison in the state of Texas, and he is directly affected by this attorney general. I want you guys to take a listen to him. And then after y'all hear his story, I want you guys to take another step. I want y'all to write letters to the senators, write letters to the congressman and woman. Like, follow up, help us, show that you truly support. Y'all, that's what we need. We need people rallying behind the state of Texas, those that are wrongfully and overly incarcerated, those that have been falsely accused, that are in prison because of falsified documents and things of that nature. So I'm going to move out the way because y'all know we only got 30 minutes, and I about talked up about 11 of those, 12 of those minutes. So I'm going to move on out the way so y'all can hear this story on today. For those that do celebrate Memorial Day, happy Memorial Day to you guys. Y'all know I don't celebrate all them holidays because some of them holidays don't mean nothing. They're just another man-made something that they can get some money out of y'all. But know what you're celebrating when you celebrate it. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to move on out the way, y'all. And I want Mr. Cornell Jackie Drummer to come on and share with us on today. The floor is yours. You're more than welcome to share whatever is laid on your heart, whatever you want the people to know today about your situation and what you're going through. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, ma'am, for having me on this morning. And thank you all listeners this morning, for coming on to the show for Mrs. Queen Collaboration. Well, my issue is that, our issue down here in Texas is that we've been trying to get some support on the corruption and the madness and the stuff that's going on down here that's over there incarcerating, Texas prison inmates. And not only that, but, these systems are designed through, corruption of our court systems, corruption of our parole board systems, the lack of, over accountability of our Texas senators and state representatives and, law officials. So down here in Texas, what we're trying to do is to get some support, down here to try to draw attention and to get some awareness on the madness and, the incarceration, wrongfully convicted inmates and stuff down here in Texas. As mentioned earlier, Mrs. Collaboration, Mrs. Angela mentioned the fact that our Texas Attorney General, Mr. Ken Paxton, is under investigation. And they're talking about impeaching the guy, and he has to come out of office by Wednesday, which is, this week. Okay, but the issue is that I'm affected by this Attorney General personally because for the last 33 years of my incarceration, I was wrongfully convicted. I was deliberately framed by city, county, state officials in San Antonio, which is Bexar County, Texas. But little did I know this operation seems to be more widespread than it, than they actually brought out to the public's attention. Back then, there was a guy named Dr. Benson J.M. Dameo running the evidence-fixing scandal in San Antonio. But this doctor, he's national because he's the same one from the Trayvon Martin case who's being allowed to investigate his own cases down here. Okay, he's appointed by the Texas governor. Okay, so with this being said, little did we know down here the Texas Attorney General's office is allowing him to cover up his own operations because the Texas Attorney General's office is withholding information from wrongfully convicted inmates here in the state of Texas. And with that being said, I was forced to file a $100 million lawsuit against this Attorney General, personally. Why? Because no one here in the state of Texas is willing to investigate our corruption. No one. I mean, we've reached out to state representatives, Texas senators, judges, lawyers, and everybody, but no one down here is willing to conduct an investigation. Okay.
So how is that possible? How is that possible that we can Google corruption in the state of Texas and all kind of corruption comes up and nobody is doing nothing about it? I know that the state of Texas is not under the U.S. Constitution or whatever, but still, if it's a part of the United States, then there should be something. If they're out of order and out of line, there should be something that the government, the U.S. government, should be able to do. Even though they're over their own stuff, the government should be able to step in when they're not doing what they're supposed to do and it's not being handled properly. So how is that not happening? Why is that not happening, and how is that not happening?
Okay, good question, ma'am. Okay, our Texas government, Mr. Greg Abbott, he's a former district attorney. Okay, and here in the state of Texas, Mr. Greg Abbott is putting his people, which is former judges, former lawyers, former district attorneys, in power, putting these people in office to monitor and control our system. So which is being said, like here in the parole board system, ma'am, our parole board members and commissioners are lawyers, judges, district attorneys. And these individuals down here are being denied parole at an alarming rate, especially African Americans. Okay, they are supposed to be going by a point system. But what has been discovered is the fact that the parole board members are redacting the point system number from the minute sheet, which means that they're using a black marker to put a dot on the number that, you're supposed to know whether or not you are considered a low, moderate, or high-risk inmate, to know what your position is in order to be able to get out of prison. What they're doing is marking these numbers out and forcing inmates to do 5, 6, 7, 15 set-offs at a time. Okay, our Texas government, this has been brought to their attention. This has been brought to the attention of the director of the Board of Parole, to our state representatives, to our Texas senators, and no one is willing to investigate this. And I have an article out. My article is called The Proper Use of the Salem Point Factor Score, which is the point system. Okay, I brought this to the attention of Mr. Carl O. Sherman. Mr. Carl O. Sherman is a Texas state representative, and he's right now pushing a bill called 1064 and the earn time. Okay, all Texas prison inmates are waiting on this law to be passed because they know that this law might help them. But what our problem is that in the state of Texas, we have what we call the Texas Constitution, which means that we do not have a liberty interest, which means that the due process laws in the state of Texas means that we are governed by a point system that's not being honored. So with this being said, ma'am, we do not have any access to be able to draw any good time because they've restricted us from that. Okay, but our Texas governor, ma'am, as mentioned, these people are not investigating these issues because they are the one who built the system.
And that's like something that's happened here in South Carolina not too long ago. That's how I think that the government is set up here, that regulates the judicial system. It's set up pretty much like there, where it's been nepotism, where family members have been in power and they've been able to bring other family members on. If they're lawyers, if they're whatever, they've been able to hire their cousins, hire their brothers, hire their nephews, hire their whoever, and put them in position when sometimes they're not even qualified. Sometimes they shouldn't even be the ones making the decision. But this is what's happening. This is what's happening. But here in South Carolina, there was a case not too long ago where a judge released an inmate before his time. Well, it was done privately, and they did not agree to it. Like, it was not done the way that it was supposed to be done, where the judicial, everybody had a say, or however it was supposed to be done. It was done in private. It was done with prosecutors and different people in a closed door setting behind the doors, and it was totally illegal. Was not supposed to happen, and the higher courts of South Carolina reversed that release. That guy was set free. He was allowed to come home from prison 16 years early, and they reversed that. He had to go back to prison because they said that was not right. They went over. There was And this happened to a black couple where their son was murdered, and the person that murdered their son was released early, and they were highly upset. They went to different people, and they did not stop. And I'm thinking what's happening in Texas is people just It's just like because it's not affecting them and it's not them that they're turning a blind eye. We can't keep turning a blind eye because it's not happening to you now does not mean that it will not happen. And that's what a lot of us are doing. We're sitting back. We want change to happen in this world, but we're not doing anything to be that change that we desire to see. You know,
Correct.
and I don't understand. Like we all have some issues going on, and there's a lot that we can be doing, even though we may not have nobody incarcerated. And I'm not in Texas. I'm in South Carolina, but I see what's going on, and I said, man, that is not right. That is not right. And then that case that happened here in South Carolina, I was like, okay, this is what's happening down there in Texas. I say, if they can get to the bottom of this here in South Carolina and they can get a resolution and they can handle it the way it's supposed to be handled, why do people in Texas not handling what they're supposed to be handling like these people handled that case? That case was handled just like that. They got a resolution. They got the Congress people involved, and then they wanted new legislation passed that would not allow it to happen again.
Correct, man. Correct.
So why is it that the state of Texas cannot do that? What is the problem?
Well, down here in the state of Texas, ma'am, like you mentioned earlier, that's nepotism, ma'am. Okay, these people down here are monitoring anything anyone do down here. And what happens is that me, myself, personally, I am being personally retaliated against. Ma'am, an attempt has been made on my life, a real one. Okay, and it's crazy because of simple fact. I have brought this to the attention of state representatives, Texas senators, judges, you know what I'm saying? And not only just that, here it is, these people that's in power right here in Texas, you know, right now, they can pick up the phone and call a parole board and tell these people not to let me go. And that's what they're doing right now. So right now, I'm being totally retaliated against and denied access to freedom. I've been incarcerated for 33 years, and still right now I'm being classified as a high-risk inmate and haven't had any disciplinary reason to complete every program in the system. But still, I'm still classified as a high-risk inmate.
So if there's someone listening today, that would be willing, that can assist, how can someone help with whatever is going on? How can we help with your situation? How can we help out in your situation? How can we help? 33 years to be incarcerated falsely, wrongfully, and overly incarcerated. It's too long. It's time for this to come to an end. So how can people assist in what you're doing and to help bring you home?
The same committee that's investigating our Texas Attorney General, I filed a package with them, which is a complaint called impeachment of our Bexar County medical examiner, which is Dr. Vincent J. M. Mayo. Right now, my information is already in the Judiciary House Committee, but they would not respond to me because I'm a Texas prison inmate. So if anybody would wish to try to get involved with this situation, to try to bring attention to the corruption that's going on here in Texas, it is already filed with the Texas Judiciary House Committee, who are now currently investigating the Texas Attorney General, Mr. Ken Paxton. Okay, and Mrs. Angela Thomas Smith she should still have the case number on that case, which is filed in the Western District of Texas. Okay, so as of right now, here it is. We need to try to get this information to our Texas state senators, our Texas representatives, and anyone right now that's investigating Mr. Ken Paxton to look into this case.
So that will be Monica De La Cruz. She is one of the representatives, and then you have your senator,
Mr.
Ted Cruz, and that number is that the SAPD number, the SA or the SA number? Because I have two numbers here.
Okay, the SAPD number is the offense report, which is the one that framed me. Okay, the SA 23 civil case number is the lawsuit Ken Paxton, Cornell Drummond versus Ken Paxton, which is the silver number, 00389. Okay, and with that being said, and not only that, ma'am, the silver lawsuit is in the hands of a United States District Court judge named Mr. Orlando L. Garcia. Mr. Orlando L. Garcia is the same judge who assigned Dr. Vincent J.M. DeMayo over his own process.
Wow.
So my case is in the hands of the same people who are a part of this operation. So I don't expect to get any relief from the United States District Court on my complaint of civil action filed against Dr. Vincent J.M. DeMayo, Ken Paxton, the city of San Antonio, and Bexar County, because I'm by myself. I don't have no outside support. So with this being said, ma'am, right now I'm being denied any opportunity to bring attention to this here because I don't have no outside support.
Wow.
And that's my only problem.
Wow.
If anybody's listening today, we would appreciate any help that y'all can give us. We have some people down here called the Texas Families Association. These people have been in power for a long time, and they're supposed to be the ones that's bringing these matters to the attention of our state representatives. But when I brought this to their attention, they would not communicate with me. Okay? So with this being said, they are turning a blind eye to the corruption that's going on here in Texas. So if anybody's listening, please help us.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Miss Angela Thomas-Smith, ma'am, for allowing Mr. Drummond to come onto your program this morning. And we appreciate you, ma'am, for everything that you do. Thank you.
Wow. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to share your story and to allow people to hear what's really going on in the state of Texas. Until a couple of years ago, I didn't realize that things were as bad as they were, and that this has been going on as long as it's been going on. A lot of us, we didn't even know. Pam goes hard, and she didn't know. She got involved with a guy, and he just happened to be in prison. She married him, and it's her husband now. So she goes really, really hard. I tell you, the state of Texas and the state of New York is totally different. And there's a lot of things that is happening in the state of New York right now that's allowing some of those people that have been wrongfully and overly incarcerated the ability to come home and to enjoy the rest of what life they have. Because you look at these sentences that they're giving out. You're giving people 70, 80, 90, 130 years for stuff that you brushing under the rug for other people. You talk about your white counterparts. They're not doing that. They're not giving them time like that. They throwing the book at all brown people. But we know that this is nothing more than systematic racism and another form of slavery. We know that. But we as brown people, we have to stand up. We can't say because, no, we're not in Texas or we don't have anyone in prison that we can't speak out, we can't talk, we can't say nothing. That's why we are in a lot of these predicaments that we are in, because we have been quiet. We've turned the left cheek, we've turned the right cheek, we've turned the butt cheeks. They ain't got no more cheeks to turn now. So what you gonna do? You can't turn nothing else, so what you gonna do? Are you going to really be the change that you want to see in this world? Are you going to open your mouth and speak? You're going to write a book about it. You're going to do a documentary about it. You're going to get it out there. Now, it's going to take all of us working together for the good of our people. Y'all, we got to get back to that village mentality. We got to get back to that village mentality where we, as communities, we're trying to make a difference. Y'all, I thank y'all for tuning in this morning. Y'all, my time is winding down. Y'all know I'm only on for 30 minutes, but my time is winding down. But that does not stop what needs to be done. I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep sharing. I'm going to be posting different things. Please be the change that you want to see in this world. Y'all, I beg of you, be the change that you desire to see in this world. I hope that there's been something that has been said on this show this week that would encourage you to step outside your box, to step outside your comfort zone. Y'all, greater works, he said, we should do. Don't sit down on your gift. He's gifted you with so many things. Don't sit down on that gift. I want to thank those that are tuned in on Blog Talk Radio this morning. I thank you for tuning in. I'm getting ready to end my show over on Blog Talk Radio, but I'm going to stay on for just a minute because I want to make sure that I get this message out to those that are tuned in and those that hear. I thank Blog Talk Radio for this half hour of power that they allow me the opportunity to come on and to be able to impact the world and to be able to share. Thank you, Blog Talk Radio. I will see you guys next Monday, same time, same place. I love you guys, and thank you for being a part of what I do.